Okay, another video, 821. This video was 06-2017, Ministry of Sunshine, Part 5. My case and what the fuck at 3225, not seen in finger quotes, Impala violation. That's the name of the video. And this video has a few interesting things for you to note and to learn about the complicit part of all the players. Here is the risk management tool, the shill for the city. You know, come to us for your records. Of course, we won't get them for you. We'll make any excuse. We'll bend over backwards for the serial litigants. We'll use subterfuge, word games, different interpretations. But we're so glad we could help you. Now serving victim number 29, known as Jason Garza. Please watch this video because it's extremely important so that you can see just how much, this whole thing is bullshit. So let me start it for you.
And before you begin, Mr. Garza, I see you there. Is there someone from DPH here?
Yes.
Great, thank you. Is there a motion to find jurisdiction?
So moved.
How many seconds?
Now, they always send a different person.
Acclamation?
In addition to purely jurisdiction, as this is a public records matter, I would suggest that you find that you have jurisdiction and that the records in question are public. It's a definition in regards to the 45-day requirement for this task force to determine whether or not the records requested are public or not.
I think we should stay with the jurisdiction and find that the records are public before we make an additional motion, but I think we should actually hear about the records to make that conclusion before we do so.
Thank you.
Thanks for pointing that out, though. All right, Mr. Garza.
Mr. Wolf?
One more.
Oh, I'm sorry, we wasn't take that out. I said by acclamation and then you, so let's
This
do
is
another by
back at the
acclamation.
Ministry of Sunshine after having warned them years priorly of my death. Mr. Wolf, I'd like for you to ask if there's a representative here, Mr. Katzenberger from Zuckerberg, or, the other person Sunshine, which was Basil Price. I don't want this to be overlooked. Yes, we have the Department of Public Health here, but
Should I start the clock now? Is this the question that you would like to respond to, or should I start?
Let's stay with this question for a second. I'm looking at the language of the complaint itself, because the way it's summarized, it just names one department.
No, I don't believe so. It says, and Basil Price, Director of Security, Philip Katzenberger, Director of HIS, San Francisco General Hospital.
Is Basic Price a person or an
I may
organization?
have misspelled that, maybe.
Basil Price is Director of Security for Zuckerberg.
Okay, it's written as Basic over here.
Oh, Basil.
Sure.
It's Basil. Basic? There's no T there.
On our agenda, it's...
Okay, well, on my Sunshine request, it's spelled correctly.
I'm sure it is, sir.
So I'd like for you to ask if they're here, because...
We can let them address that during their comment.
Is there anyone else here, in addition to the person who's already raised their hand as a respondent? Seeing none. All right.
Thank you for the record.
Now let's go ahead and go give you your time.
Okay, this complaint against the Department of Public Health and Zuckerberg and other things is about, denial of emergency services. On 4/11, I went into Zuckerberg, world-famous trauma center for San Francisco General Hospital, with a doctor's note stating that I should be admitted for emergency services. At that point, I went to emergency, and I had my cell phone, and I was recording what was going on at the time, and I showed him my letter. I also passed through security, went up to the triage desk. At that point, one of the people behind the triage desk told me I couldn't film. I told him to quote the law. He couldn't quote the law. The hospital administrator came out, told me that I couldn't film. I asked her to quote the law. She called security over, because you must remember that the Department of Public Health has a $12 million MOU to provide security services for its hospitals, clinics, etc. The unfortunate part is that MOU provides security, not law enforcement. The people who are dressed in the sheriff's uniform are nothing more than security. They are not there for law enforcement. When I turn to them and ask them to enforce my rights under medical law, they do not, because that is not their job requirement. It has been cleverly parsed, subterfuged, and if you call the San Francisco Police Department to come out and give you civil standby for the laws that have been broken, they will not come out because they are told that the sole jurisdiction is by the sheriff's office, and I brought him to Sunshine where the sheriff's office has admitted that there's no sole jurisdiction, but of course there's never been a fix. This is the way this system is set and rigged. There's never a fix. Never. How many times have I been here? Let us continue. In the past, in case 15012, from a year or 2 years ago when I was denied emergency services at the same hospital, I requested the videos, which were not denied, and which I received. Linda Acosta, who is a public information officer, oh, mind you, the brand new public information officer, you know, I would question her training and her knowledge of Sunshine, wrote me back an affidavit stating that it was a HIPAA violation for me to receive this video, even though I received the videos before. Note, it was a HIPAA violation, even though I had received the videos before. Keep watching the new videos I'm making, because a question is going to come up. Did Zuckerberg, you know, by Linda Acosta's own denial of my IDR, commit a HIPAA violation? You'll get it when you watch the videos. And there was no HIPAA violation. She claimed that there were faces and identifiers of everyone else, you know, of other people, which made it such. I am very curious as to the fact that I was the only person there, so I did not know who she's referring to. When I wrote her back and said, excuse me, this is not what happened, this is not correct, let me set up a meeting, let's go further so that you can help me get what I need, to this day I've never been contacted. That's not the way Sunshine is supposed to work. This is an IDR, 24 hours passed, I didn't get what I was supposed to get, it didn't work, I still haven't had it. So I will be happy to answer any questions and continue. Thank you. Okay, let me switch to another video, which I think you people will understand exactly what Zuckerberg does, you know, with its law enforcement officers. Yes, the sheriff's department. Look at their beautiful sheriff's uniform. Oh, the gun, the badge, law enforcement, law enforcement, law enforcement. This is the video that I got finally 3.5 months or 3 months later, after having requested it through an IDR with the Department of Public Health, lying through its teeth, saying it was a HIPAA violation. Continue to watch the videos forward and you'll get it. You'll get what I'm saying. Wow. They themselves break HIPAA, you know, according to their claim. You'll get what I'm talking about if you continue to watch the prior videos. However, what I want you to note is the sheriff's officers, security, and the fact that they're not law enforcement. Because you must ask a very important question, which you'll note in this video. If they're law enforcement, you know, or even security to protect people, you know, who come to the hospital, where was my law enforcement when I was, you know, assaulted, you know, well, battery actually, you know, by the staff and everything else? So ask yourself that question. Okay, you're watching the video. You're watching the assault. You're watching the officers very calmly take me. Take my camera from me. If they're law enforcement, why aren't they arresting the person who assaulted me? I want to know. How many were there? 3? What about the complicit staff here? I want to know. Where is law enforcement? Why is this person not being arrested? Why aren't they all not being arrested? Here's the officer with my video camera breaking the law even further when, see there, he's going to hand it off to the administrator who proceeds to delete my videos, destruction of evidence, with law enforcement complicit! Law enforcement officers complicit according to them! Or is it just that they're security? The $12 million MOU through the Department of Public Health to provide security, not law enforcement. Look, they're all guilty. They're all part of it. So, there is security at Zuckerberg. There is law enforcement breaking Impala law, or their so-called law enforcement. And there are all the complicit players. Enjoy.